Top tips to boost your self-esteem. Every day, things happen in our lives that either motivate us to continue our destined path or instead, they make us feel very bad about our choices and even worse about ourselves. In a nutshell, self-esteem is your opinion of yourself and your abilities. It can be high, low, or somewhere in between. While everyone occasionally has doubts about themselves, low self-esteem can leave you feeling insecure and unmotivated. You might be able to identify a few things that are affecting your opinion of yourself. Maybe you're being bullied, or you might be feeling lonely, or it could be a mystery. Whatever be the reason for your bad feeling about yourself, or the cause for your low self-esteem, keep on watching this video in order to figure out a few ways that can help you boost your self-esteem. Number 1, be nice to yourself. There are always two little figures on your shoulders, that little red guy that always judges you and the little white guy that seems to discourage. Well, as you may guess, that little devil on the left is the reason that we may feel bad about ourselves or about something that we do. So here's a tip. Be nice to yourself and shoo the devil off. You need to learn how to treat yourself and avoid causing self-shaming or self-judgment. So avoid these. You need to challenge those negative thoughts. A good rule of thumb is to speak to yourself in the same way that you speak to your mates. This can be really hard at first, but practice makes perfect. So, if you don't know where to start, maybe you should just grab a piece of paper and write a couple of things that you like about yourself. This way, you start the boosting process. Number 2, you do you. This is something that we all tend to forget once in a while, that we are all different in our own ways. We are all unique. With the evolution of fashion or whatever we tend to see on social media, we forget that we have our own personalities or even our own opinions and thoughts. So if a trend hits the runway, we may feel that we are less of a person if we don't have the trend between our arms. But here's the thing, the trend may not even be yours. So take into mind that you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody. Comparing yourself to other people is a surefire way to start feeling crummy. Try to focus on your own goals and achievements, rather than measuring them against someone else's. Nobody needs that kind of pressure. Number 3, take a walk. We all have those days when we feel like we are not good enough, or that our energy and motivation are drained along with our self-esteem. But not to worry, because right here, you will get a solution to your problem. Exercise! Yes, exercising helps you get rid of all the negative and toxic emotions and thoughts. Exercise is a great way to increase motivation, practice setting goals, and build confidence. Breaking a sweat also cues the body to release endorphins, the feel-good hormones. And if the pandemic is only getting on your last strand of confidence, then the best thing, if not the only thing, you can do is exercise. Number 4, nobody's perfect. Let us remind you, you, me, and every breathing, talking, and working creature that looks just like a human is a human. And humans make mistakes. We're not perfect, nor will we ever be no matter how hard we try. I'm not saying this to put you down. Actually, I'm saying this to help you get back up and have the confidence in yourself. So, as you do you, and while you set your goals and build your confidence, remember that there might be a mistake, but it's okay, because if we don't make mistakes, then we will never learn something new. And what's a life that doesn't teach us daily lessons, am I right? So, always strive to be the best version of yourself, but it's also important to accept that perfection is an unrealistic goal. Number 5, focus on the aspects that you can't change. In a world where not everything and sometimes even your life is under your control, you may get hung up to those aspects that you can't change. But in reality, nothing much will be achieved. Instead, when you set a goal for yourself, set your time, energy, and motivation on the aspects that are in your control. These aspects can be manipulated in any way that you may find necessary. Thus, focusing on aspects that need work will shift from the forced activities to the ones that we can change accordingly with our needs and thoughts. Now, it's not just the idea of focusing on controllable aspects. It's also about how being in control of your own life and even some aspects of it can help in boosting self-confidence. This is because people in general need to feel like they are in control of their surroundings in order to have the motivation necessary for boosting self-confidence. Number 6, do what makes you happy. Sometimes we work very hard in order to finish work or get that assignment ready or just finish mom's chores. In the midst of all of this, we forget what makes us happy. Well, here's another tip to keep in mind. When we do what we love and what makes us happy, those happy floating glands start to run in our bodies, and eventually, they help boost our self-esteem. Try to schedule in a little you time every day, whether that time is spent reading, cooking, or just conking out on the couch for a bit. If it makes you happy, make time for it. Number 7, relax. Not only should you do what makes you happy, but you also need to do what makes you comfortable. The constant feeling of stress can play a huge role in low self-esteem. It makes you feel negative thoughts more often, it reduces your confidence, and you'll probably feel too tired to exercise, be social, or do a lot of the things that you love. Reducing your stress by taking time out to do something you find relaxing is a great starting point to making yourself feel better. This can be anything from taking a bath, meditation, gaming, indoor dancing, singing, you name it. If it works for you, it works. Number 8, surround yourself with people that make you feel good. Sometimes our friends don't make us feel good, and that's okay. You just need to spend time with people who understand you and appreciate you and care about you more. They don't even need to be your friends, but they could be family members, online friends, or neighbors. And those friends who aren't helping your mood, get to know if they're a toxic friend, and think about trying to distance yourself from those people who make you feel bad about yourself. It can be a little tricky at first, but even if they're the most popular kid in school or the coolest person you know, it's really not worth hanging out with if they make you feel rubbish. Number 9, try new things. Our brains are really good at learning new stuff, and the more stuff you learn, the better you get at learning it, and the more likely you'll find things you can be passionate about. Everyone needs a creative outlet. Music, art, dance, games, sewing, cooking, web design. By learning new things, you may understand your hidden passion, and even adopt a new hobby for yourself. This way, when you feel that you are down, you can embrace your hobby and use it as a means for boosting your self-confidence. Number 10, help someone out. This can be a friend, family member, or even a classmate who is struggling with their work or having a tough time at school. You could give them some advice or just be there to listen to a problem. It's amazing how much our confidence is boosted when we do selfless things. Do one thing a week to help someone else without expecting anything in return. Being helpful and considerate to other people will certainly boost their mood, but it'll also make you feel pretty good about yourself. Number 11, look at what you've already achieved. Make a list of all the things you're proud of in your life, which might be getting a good mark on a recent exam, or learning to surf, or some other achievement. Celebrate your success, whether big or small. Keep your list close by and add to it whenever you do something you're proud of. When you're low in confidence, pull out the list and use it to remind yourself of all the awesome stuff you've done. Remember, your achievements are unique to you. Try not to compare your achievements with other people's.